Hi, freaks. I want to touch base on a couple of things. A couple of things I have. You've probably seen it already, and a couple of things you haven't seen. Why am I doing this? I was creating a script for a video, and the script, because I tend to talk a lot, so I guess I tend to write a lot too. It's turned into more of a PDF, like survival guide or something. Okay. When I'm finished with it, I'll upload it most likely to my survival group, which they can probably use something like this. But you know, this already got 38 pages, and again, this will turn into a video, just not right now. I'm still working on it. I found this and a larger one in like the Goodwill. They're cheap, $6, $5, whatever. What this is like an antique coffee pot. I want to know your opinion on this. Let's start with the bad. Back in the 60s and 70s, a lot of you guys weren't even born yet, but some of you are. You'll know that these types of handles always melted. I know my mom always complained about that. But these can be replaced. You can replace with wood. We can rivet in some like conduit brackets or something. We can lift this off a fire or something with a multi-tool. But how this works is you take this cup, 2 cups of coffee. One for you, one for your girl. Or your purple colored haired boyfriend. Okay? Yeah, I know I'm a dick. You know, I'll probably be a dick a few times in this video. Because I just can't keep my mouth shut. So anyway, so you're out there with your libtardy girlfriend, boy. I'm sorry, I won't do that, okay? You fill this up with water. Put this on a fire. Not such a big fire that it burns the handle. Okay, just put it on a bed of coals like this. Again, if the handle gets burned, we just replace it. This end, you see, nothing in there like this. I really don't know how I'm aiming this camera. It's my phone, actually, is what it is. Fill this up with coffee. This starts to bubble. Take it off the fire when it's boiling. Trust me. I'll explain to you in a minute why. This here is it's not really a tightest fit in the world, but you slide this into the water. This is filled with coffee. You slide this into the water slowly, because otherwise, and it's boiling, you got it on the fire, it's just going to explode. So slide this in slow. Then you put this cup on top, and you flip it over, and the water will drain through and make coffee. Okay, it drains through the screen here. Make coffee. And when you're done, you just share it. It's good if you plan on bugging out with someone. I'm gonna bug out with my girl for sure. I'm not gonna leave her behind. But a lot of you guys ain't got girls, so you might want to just take a cup. I don't know. But for me, I'm not bugging out for myself anymore. I have a small family now, and I'm gonna bring my family, of course. So that is the coffee pot. Let me know what you think. Camping wise, you put this right on top of right on top of like a stove, like a gas stove, and you'd be good to go. Bugging out, we're not gonna have a gas stove. You're gonna be using fire, and then you're gonna have to be careful how to use this. But it's kind of cool. I really do like it. So let's put that aside. But you know what? Let's see how much it weighs. I have this in grams because I use it to bake bread with. All right, pounds and ounces. Exactly 1 pound. So you can add a pound to your bag, especially if you fill this up. And you can put things that are loose in your bag in here, and so that will take up any of the room. And you put loose shit in here too. So if this takes up too much room, just take some stuff and shove it in. Make the room. I kind of think it's kind of cool. So there's that. Another thing. You talk to people, and they're like, let me get my coffee. You talk to people, and when you're talking about like electronics, take your phone with you. Well, what if the power's out? How are you going to charge it? Well, I have solar panels. Okay, well, what if GPS ain't working? You know, the Chinese blew up the sky, knocked out all of Elon Musk's satellites, which will never happen. So you can use your GPS. Well, what I'm about to talk about, it's for electronics, but it's not about GPS. Okay? As far as GPS goes, we have maps. So let's just get right into it. Shit hits the fan. People say, well, I'll bring books, I'll bring games, I'll do this, I'll do that. No, you're not. You're not going to put Monopoly in your bug-out bag. No matter how restless your children are, they're not going to sit and play games. So the whole idea about bringing a deck of cards, bringing some toys, bringing some games, that whole idea is just stupid. That's people overthinking and not really thinking properly on what a bug-out situation really is. It's not a camping trip. You're not going to go there with your volleyball net. All right? But you will need books. Problem is, books are heavy. What kind of books do you need? You need, like, repair manuals for your vehicle. You're going to need first aid manuals, first aid books, that type of stuff. Things that pertain to your survival in a bug-out scenario. Can't bring all your books with you, okay? I have a few books from Dave Canterbury, okay? They're not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. I'm not bringing them. I'm not bringing the paperback copies. I am bringing them on my Kindle. Now this Kindle, let's turn this back on again. And there's a reason why I'm telling you about this. So just bear with me, okay? Kindle is half a pound. All right? This particular one. This is not a good model. They got better models. This is actually it's a piece of shit compared to the other ones. This is $100. But you're gonna want to bring medical manuals, medical books, bug out books, guides and PDFs and all that type of stuff. You don't need the GPS with this. You don't need the power beyond with this because somebody is gonna be smart enough to bring the solar panel. And that should be you. You should be the smart one to bring solar panels, so you can keep these things charged. I've always been an advocate of bringing electronic devices in the bug out scenario, and here's why. For my library, I have almost 2,000 books on here. Okay, not everything's bug out related. It's a lot. Well, half these books is I just want to read them. Okay. But you can, all this shit I download for free. Okay? Let's see what we got here. There's a little story about Russia, no big deal. There's Bibles in here. There's camp cooking in here. All kinds of stuff that are related to bugging out is going to be in here. So that's what I have on here. If you bring a tablet, so they have a pound. There's only a couple ounces more than this. So this is doable as well. Tablet, of course, is color. Okay? And this also charges up pretty well. The difference between the tablet and the Kindle is the Kindle you get a whole week of reading at it before you have to charge it up again. These take a long time to charge up. So where is my Kindle? Kindle, everything I downloaded on here automatically gets transferred over here, almost. Okay, these are what I downloaded already. Okay, that was just a book I was going to read. Amateur Radio Handbook. Okay, now these are kinds of things that you're going to want to keep with you. You want to bring to a bug out situation, bug out scenario. So what's here is on here. What is here is also in my phone. What is here is also in my laptop. So I have a copy of all this stuff. It's not really great for PDFs, but this is a little better for PDFs, only because it's hard to see. Excuse me, being that it's so small. But that's okay, because if you're smart like me, you would bring some reading glasses with you. Okay? And again, it's just I got about 2,000 of the free ones, and you can just buy them. And once they're in here, they're in here. And you got to worry about it. If the power goes out, you plug it into a solar charger. If the satellites go out, you have to. Who cares? It's already downloaded into your Kindle, or your tablet, or your phone, or your laptop. You're not going to bring a laptop, but you have a copy of everything. I honestly think this is a good idea, especially when in terms of medical. Search the library. Let's put down medical. Let's see what comes up. Medical. That. Okay. No emergencies. Results from my library. I got 24 medical books in here right now. If I want to search out bugging out or survival, they don't have too many militia books on here on Kindle. But there's a lot of survival books. So we'll see what we got. From my library, I got 136 survival books. All of it for free. Not everything you can get is for free, but everyone I downloaded is for free. So I think this is a great resource. Again, it's nice and light. It's a half a pound. This slips into my back pocket. I close it. It goes off after a couple seconds. And I've been messing with it for 2 days. So I still got 79%. So I think that's kind of cool. I think that's a great idea to bring with you on all. Hopefully you don't ever have to bug out. But if you do, you'll have all your resources that you need to get by. I just think that's great. While I'm here and wasting your time, I don't think I've ever showed you my EDC. It's kind of old. I got to update it. I used to do an EDC video. I used to do an EDC video every couple of months. It always changed. Let's just do this one real quick. Let's just do it real fast. EDC, everyday carry, something you carry with you all the time. This I would keep on the outside of my bug out bag. Problem is, it's kind of heavy. It's 2.5 pounds, almost 2.5 pounds. But if I take this leather wave out, let's do this. See, you shed a lot of weight off it. This leather wave is heavy. Lemon wave is a half a pound. It's pretty heavy. But I gotta put this back together again. My hand sanitizer, which is used for lighting fires, is empty. This is a decent knife. Kershaw. I have a Kershaw Oh So Sweet somewhere. It's a Kershaw knife. Kershaw is a good EDC knives. They're bugging out. They're not the most durable knife in the world, but it's a flip opener. They're kind of cool to have in your EDC thing. Keep it in your pocket. I got some, Burt's Bees. You know what that is? It's for your lip balm. I got some nips. I got some eyeglass repair. I got some paracords, a bracelet like this one. Measuring tape. There's a little pill bottle. I keep aspirin in it. I go through it a lot to replace the aspirins. I have aspirin here because I have heart issues. So I take an aspirin every day. These are actually really good tweezers. I don't know if they make these tweezers anymore. These are actually pretty good. Taking out splinters and stuff. This wire I got so I can do drone drops. I'll use the wire to water bottles. I can drop them to my friends for my drone. I'll demonstrate that one day. You know what? I can't really demonstrate it because they consider that. It depends really on what you're doing with it. But if you're out there and you're dropping water balloons on your kids for fun and stuff like that, one of your crazy libtard friends are gonna say, "Yeah, you're weaponizing drones." Only because they think that you're spying on their rose garden, or you know, a 150-year-old woman is walking around the backyard, they think you're trying to see her naked or something. Be careful when you do that kind of shit, okay? Because weaponizing drones is very illegal. But hooking on bait and a line to your drone and dragging it out, you know, a quarter mile out into the ocean and doing a bait drop is not illegal. Again, it depends on what you're doing with it, who's seen you do it, and how many libtards you got around. Okay? So it was good to have one of these. And I'm a dick. I know I'm a dick. I really fucking hate liberals. But let's just get past that. A little pry bar. You might have to go into your libtard freaking house next door and pry open their windows so you can beat the shit out of them. And the windows are painted shut, which they probably are, because liberals don't know how to paint. I know, I'm such a dick, I know, right? They're going to be painted shut. So anyway, so that's for that. That's for opening that up. Flashlight, if it still works. Okay. This is a stream light. It's actually a very good light. Good torch. Sharpie, write in a rain pen. No, I don't have write in a rain paper, but I have write in a rain pen. Write in a rain paper is a waste of money as far as I'm concerned. This is a Mosin and God shell. I got a toothache right now. I might not be able to blow. Oh, it does work. The whistle, calls the dogs. Didn't call my dogs, but it calls the dogs. It's a fire steel. It's not a very good one, but you will never buy anything from Cargolands to Walmart brand. You'll never buy anything of any quality from this company. That's why I tell people to stay out of Walmart when they're looking for survival. So this is not a good fire steel. It's not even thick. In an emergency, I guess you don't have a choice. But I have better fire steels I can put in here for an emergency. Bobby pin. I guess that's in case you're having a bad hair day. Batteries. Now, why don't I carry write in a rain pad? Because I actually prefer to carry index cards. Because you can write on the index cards, you can slip it in the window. I think that's better. My old license with some aluminum tape, like duct tape. Just the nuts and bolts of it. But, so that's kind of cool. But that is my EDC. You know what this is. Okay? Don't remember why I put that in there. When I was a contractor, I used it for different things. When I was building decks. Just put it down and I can hammer up a nail at ruining the deck underneath it. Oh, and here also got some first aid. Oh shit. Oh, these are cool. You might have to bind me up one day. Put me in jail. Little boo-boo kit I gotta go through. A signal mirror. A little signal mirror. I just posted something on my survival group about signal mirrors. One day I'll do a video on it. I keep it there to keep it from getting scratched. What's on the back? Well, this is from Shit Out of Luck. SOL. Anyway, the instructions are on here. It's good to get something in your eye. It's good for all sorts of things. So I keep that in here. I probably should put this in Sandra's bag. I usually keep twist ties in there. I made a joke before about binding me up, but the truth is, people in your group are going to get unruly after a few weeks out in the field. People start to get a little crazy. You might have to cuff them. Yeah, I'm prepared to cuff people in my group. I already threatened to cuff someone else in a different group I was in when I was in the Watchmen. I had to. As I was coming up to him, he straightened out, and I was going to cuff him, put him out in the street. And I had better ones than these, so keep that in mind. Like, then why should I have handcuffs with you too? Use the twist ties for twist tie type stuff. Anyway, yeah, so that's that. When people get unruly, they start threatening children and women. You gotta have to cuff them and put them away. All right, this you've seen. I might have added stuff to it, might have taken out. I'm gonna go real quick with it. Just get my coffee out of the way. Get my books out of the way. That Kindle, that library, the Kindle library, having a library, which is a great idea. It's only $100. It fits in your back pocket, and they're fairly durable. They charge up real quick. They give you a good long life, battery life. I think it's a great idea, and you can have a whole library with you. All right, real fast. Duct tape. Yeah, you know about duct tape. I have an awl. I bring an awl with me because my Leatherman Wave does not have one. The only knife I've seen with an awl is a Swiss Army knife. And I think Swiss Army knives, they just kind of feel cheap to me compared to this. They're good knives on a day-to-day basis. But, you know, for bugging out, and I want something more substantial. And I like the Leatherman Wave. However, it doesn't come with an awl, which the Swiss Army knife does. So I got me a little awl. Used to have a thing on it, but it's not there anymore. I'll put this back. And what is this? Oh, shit. I gotta redo this. Get yourself something like this is fine, but these threads, instead of using thread, I had to order this. I have this somewhere. If you're a fly tyer, you know what I'm talking about. They have Kevlar thread for fly tying. For tying like saltwater flies and that type of stuff. It's very good and very strong. It's not very expensive. Cabela's, Bass Pro Shops, in the fly fishing section, they have spools of the regular thread for tying flies, and they have Kevlar thread. Buy the Kevlar thread. I'm sure you'll get OD green or something. Okay? Because this is cheap and useless as far as I'm concerned. I really don't see myself sewing too much. I just keep this with me as a reminder to go buy what I need. Kind of like when you're building a fishing kit. You don't go buy a fishing kit. You build a fishing kit. So otherwise you can get nothing but useless bits and pieces of crap that you'll never use. Basically, it's a scam. Build your own kits, even your sewing kit, especially a fishing kit. That is a roll, and that is a roll of electrician's tape. I think if I have duct tape, then this is all you really need. If you don't have duct tape, it's just kind of heavy. I work with a lineman putting up the power lines and utility poles, and they gave me one of these. It's 11 and a half ounces. These two together is 5 ounces less than this. But for some reason I like this. But this is less weighty. This is not my permanent bag. I have it in the other to show you. Just to show you. This is a sail needle set. You know, there's Dave Canterbury. I like him. He's not a big guy. You saw him on TV and all that other stuff. Most of his tips, as far as I'm concerned, a lot of his tips are kind of useless, as far as I'm concerned. But I don't live up there in Ohio like he does. But for Florida, this is the best tip so far that I got from him. Was having a sail needle set. Why is that? Because this will punch through canvas. Take that Kevlar thread that you buy at Bass Pro Shops. You slip that in there and you can puncture through leather, canvas, this, that, and the other thing. This is actually one of his better suggestions. All that 3 C's, 5 C's, 10 C's. That's just fucking stupid. That's just him trying to sell books. Which is fine. I have 3 of his books, so yeah. He does sell books. More zip ties. This is a dentures brush. This is good for cleaning out parts and stuff. It's only in there because it's really light. It wasn't light, I wouldn't bring it. You don't know what you get. Fine detail cleaning you gotta do. This is cool. This is although I think they're making them too big. This is a blanket pin. Okay, that's where you keep your blankets together. I'm thinking of something. I like this, but it's gonna be used for a lot of things. It can be used for that oil. Okay, it can be used for the two-legged animals in the woods they might bump into. So it's good for all kinds of things. But for a blanket pin, I think the more you puncture your blanket, the bigger the holes are gonna get. So I'm trying to think of something better. Back in the day, I could see it, but on these days, you could probably do something better, and I'll figure it out. But until then, I have that. But I gotta figure out, my girl's gonna need it. So, Silcock key, probably the most important thing in this bag, in this toolkit. If you need water, in the back of commercial buildings, they don't have regular spigots like you have on your house, water spigots. You got ones with like Allen keys and type of things. This is the key to open those municipal water, commercial water supplies. You might have to wash, you might have to get water for something. Just make sure you turn it back off again, so nobody knows you're tampering with their spigot. Crazy glue. Should be in here probably. Okay, it's a good thing to have. I'm sorry, that is the second most important thing. Well, maybe it's the first most important. The gun cleaning kit, second most important. And nothing else spiders, odds of it. Third most important. This is a lock picking kit. And yes, it works. Good things like on a Saturday, you have nothing to do. You just get your locks from around your house, go in your garage, go to your toolbox, collect the old locks that don't have keys anymore, and open them up. And just practice opening them up. It's pretty inexpensive. It was like $20, I think. And it comes with all these tools. All you really need is that, I think. As far as I'm concerned, as far as I noticed, is this one, and I think this one. It's just these bumpy ones and these uppy ones you really need. So, I don't know. Oh, you need this too. So anyway, good lock picking kit. It's kind of cool. If you live in Ohio, like Dave Canterbury, I'm not knocking him, but if you live in Ohio, it gets cold, and you might have to get in one of his sheds just to get out of the wind. Tape. You know what this is? You need this measuring tape. You should always have that. Sharpening your tools, your edged weapons and stuff. Get one of these, use as a water stone. It works just as good as a water stone as it does an oil stone. Thing is, you're not going to want to waste oil even if you do find it on sharpening your tools. This you just dunk in water, use it, rinse it off in a bucket of water, use it, rinse it off again, use it. And if you put oil on this, you won't be able to use it for anything else except as an oil stone. If you use water, you'll be fine forever. If you find a stone and it's been used as an oil stone, you can't use it for a water stone. So keep oil off it. Tells this. Oh, this is an old loop from the printing business. I took this to use as fires, to light fires, and you can look up some good detail with it. It's a cheap one. And this is just razor blades. So anyway, that's all I got for you today. Comment. Let me know what you think. All right. Sorry for being a dick. I haven't been a dick in a couple of days. Let me know what you think. Peace.